Okay, we totally didn't cut off from last time. Let's go ahead and just rock and roll. No transition, just jump right in. All right, this mission title sounds like the title of a teching video.
What was the title?
I wish I caught it, actually.
If you hit the pause menu, it'll probably come up. Breakdown. Yeah, it does.
It does, actually. How about that? So, last time we came through here, Whitebeard met a little bit of an unfortunate end. So, what would happen if this time I'm not entirely sure, don't let things go horribly awry and actually try to keep the big man alive.
This is the greatest testament to this game being nothing but escort missions. The way you save Ace, Whitebeard, man, it's like I have it saying save Ace. What's the Pavlovian? Something like that. Is
keep the bit going, yeah.
You got to make sure that every one of Whitebeard's sons can make it to the hypnotized Whitebeard before he dies, and then they'll say, "Hey, no, Dad, cut that shit out."
Exactly. All right.
Stop praying for my grandpa. He's too powerful.
In this case, literally that. So I did remember some things also about a lot of art that are also different between Pirate Warriors 2 and 3. For one, Ruben's much bigger than Pirate Warriors 3. Whenever you press R2 to deploy it, it is actually monstrously big. But the problem is, yeah, a lot of swings are a lot slower. So it does kind of become noticeable. He is a little bit hit in that regard. But, you know, little column A, little column B.
In 3 or in 2?
In 3. 3 is a little bit slower, but the trade-off a better range. So I guess that's not too bad of a trade-off, honestly.
I think it's good to fair to call that a moot point, since when you activate Room or do anything, the frame rate tanks to like 18, and at least in 3, it maintains 60.
Oh yeah. Also, when it's got Silent, the second shockwave does come out after. It's not Gamma Ball. I forgot what it's called actually.
Radio knife or Gamma knife? Injection shot.
Let's see what actually comes up, because I keep forgetting.
Scan?
Countershock. I keep forgetting that the names actually do get displayed on your right underneath your character's name whenever that happens.
I don't think they do that in 3, or if they do, I don't remember them doing that.
It has been in a very good while. Also, I did something very funny a minute ago. I pressed R2 to deploy Room on top of some barrels, and it made them explode. It's
automatically,
like
or when you hit them?
Automatically. I'm just like, there's not even a hitbox for this, guys. What the hell? Okay.
Any interaction, I guess.
I suppose so. All right, so how are you boys doing? Hope you guys are enjoying your Juneteenth, hopefully holiday, because not every state in this country celebrates that yet. Jesus, the game got so weird there that the sounds didn't even play for that. That was awesome. All right.
New interesting things are happening in One Piece. We're getting cock-blocked again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? I forget with how frequent the breaks are. Vegapunk's message finally ended, not by choice. We got cock-blocked out of Vegapunk finally explaining to us what the will of D is.
Right, yeah. Didn't we talk about that last time? Or that's something that came out like literally just recently between recordings?
Wait, no, that would have been like 4 days ago. Right, never mind.
Close enough.
Yeah, no, that did.
Where's that base?
It's not even the game. I just have a fucked up sense of time right now.
No, honestly, this game's been really messing with my perception as well. Like, when we got done recording on Saturday for that last batch, like, we were trying to go to this local Mexican restaurant, Alberto's. I kept confusing pico with guac. I'm just like, wow, I am so cooked right now. Jesus.
I was gonna say, I know it's mild, but I thought you still would have liked that sort of salsa.
Nah, pico's a little not my bag. But I will say this, since we don't have much new to talk about in terms of modern One Piece, I have been making more strides in the anime that I'm currently at.
Oh yeah, you finally met Mudball Man.
Yeah, he's back. I'm gonna miss. Her name's Lillian, I think, something like that.
If you're talking about
the black-haired mermaid that had Sanji between her tits, I'm just like, damn, that was one of the best generic, like, non-important character designs I've seen in this show. What the fuck? Literally just Robin, but with freckles. So somehow better Robin.
Let me tell you, it was real stunning coming down the stairs, seeing Shirahoshi's brothers on screen, and seeing, oh, they actually kept that stupid singing thing they do in the dub. That actor must have hated that role.
I don't know.
To at the end of every single line to a do re mi fo sali ta do.
If there's one thing I've learned is that a lot of voice actors are also former theater kids, and a lot of them are not going to say no to doing stuff like that.
Right, but at the end of every single line.
Yeah, that is a little insane. I'm surprised you actually didn't know they did that in the dubs. Oh, right, because I don't think you got to experience Fishman Island dub, huh?
So,
by all means, elucidate.
So let me be clear. I've watched the entire series dubbed with some exceptions. Those being, Fishman Island was the biggest slog of my life before Dressrosa the first time. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that again. Thanks. I'll just check in on some of the clips and highlights for the important things. And I don't need to watch like 60 episodes or whatever of Fishman Island. I'll just catch back up when they start Punk Hazard because I liked Punk Hazard. And then I got through Punk Hazard and then Dressrosa, and I started Zoe when they were fresh on that in the dub, which would have been, oh my god, 2 or 3 years ago. And then something happened that I wasn't able to watch when they were doing Zoe for a while, and in that time where I haven't been able to, or other things have been going on, I've been like, what the fuck do you mean they've already done Whole Cake and Wano, and are about to leave Wano? Literally, they announced yesterday that, yeah, we're on episode 1075 through 1090 or something, and the Japanese version is on 1107 or 1110 or something.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean they're 25 episodes behind, and I'm 200? I'm almost exactly 200 episodes behind. Oh, no. Oh, God. I want to. I don't know if I have that time. I no longer work a job that lets me do that. I fell behind on a lot of entertainment-related mediums when I no longer had a job that let me be a lazy bastard all day. It's crazy to think it's been that long since, though. Dude, they stuck a rocket up the ass of that dub.
They literally did.
It still kind of terrifies me. That what do you mean they're actually within range to... Or if they were actually doing one of... the last few of the long-running weekly shonen era of anime, that they would have technically still been within the range of a simul-dub to do this. And once and forever, please, God, no, do not do that. Let the actors have a break.
Yeah, it's going to be a logistical nightmare trying to keep track of that many people for one project at a given point in time.
If you want to do that, hey, here's an idea. Something that you maybe should have done 18 years ago. Or no, 2007. 17 years ago.
Give him a break?
Well, no, they've done that a handful of times, actually, where they would just be like, yeah, hey, we're taking 2 years off the dub. They've done that like 3 times.
As they should sometimes. Hi, Kizar, didn't know you were here.
Hey, how about you go back and from the beginning dub all of the other One Piece movies?
Oh, yeah.
You've done 8 and then 10 through 15, I think. Yeah, I think 15 is film red.
All right, we've seen this cutscene before. I'm going to skip this.
Yeah, go ahead. How about you go back and do the other 9, or I guess the other 10, because you didn't do the 3D CG movie, the film 11, that came out in 2010, something like that. Go back and do all the other movies if you're desperately stretched for content. Or how about the other OVAs? Or how about One Piece Defeat the Pirate Gonzak? Do literally
the freaky
anything.
Shit, yeah.
Do anything. The stage plays. Do literally anything that isn't making a simul-dub if you really want One Piece to keep going that badly.
Yeah. So I'm just going to take over this base really fast before I move to go start protecting Whitebeard, because if the CPU in this game has taught me anything, is that they are not in a huge hurry to actually deal damage.
It's not about protecting Whitebeard himself, it's making
Ace get over to them, yeah.
Yeah, Ace and Marco, and hopefully not all 5 of his guys, hopefully just Ace and Marco.
Fucking hope. Oh, that could be a slight issue, though. Yeah. I think we're good. Fuck it, right here.
I should die to a level 1. There we are.
I was going to say, I am going to be fairly liberal with my usage of Musou, because even though a lot doesn't stockpile it incredibly quickly like some other characters we played as, he can still get it moderately quickly if you're on your toes. But that being said, let's see. Persuade Whitebeard. Whitebeard is here, I believe.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
Just don't touch him. Just go and get his boys.
Yeah, that's the idea, and to clear out rooms, because otherwise we will be here for a bit.
Hello, Rise Past Fear. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Oh.
I do know that guy.
Oh.
He's a guy you met in Best Buy the one time. He knows me. Small world, I'm aware. Let's see. Here we go. Did I get that? That was a weird trade. I'll take that, though. All right, cool.
What's a hitbox?
What? Yeah, right? I'll trade collisions all day, every day if it gets me a win.
Marco seems like he doesn't have anyone impeding him. Remember, you have to clear out every room.
I'm going to work on the zombies for a minute. Oh, yeah, there's zombies from fucking
Moria.
Moria. I was going to say Moira, not the actual fucking Irish name, Bob. Not today. It's Scottish. Close enough. Clear these guys out.
Not mortadella cheese. That's Italian, I believe.
I do believe that is Italian, technically, yeah. Did I get this? Huh. Interesting. The hitbox extends a little bit past the room.
This game looks awesome. There are games that look like this game that are awesome.
It does look nice, but there are definitely slightly better experiences to be had. All right, Whitebeard's got more than enough health. He's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say still don't keep. Luffy still technically isn't there because there's like one guy out standing in front of him. This game's AI.
Zombie commander. There's never a commander here to begin with. I am partaking in revisionist history.
So you're a Marine then?
I'm right. I mean, I got one with me, but he's cool. He's one of the good ones.
The exception that proves the rule.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, here we go. Now we got a new cutscene. I hope.
Correct.
We did not hit him, so things should go spick and span. Now, one thing Brandon does want to show off after this stage, though, is the funny process of actually, not all of it, though. The funny process of trying to actually unlock the stage. Because it's not just a matter of actually, it's not just a matter of making sure Whitebeard lives. It's also, you have to complete 5 character crew missions. That might sound annoying. Some could be, but on the whole, nah. You can do any 5 and you just get it. It's very funny. Wait a fucking second. That's the same thing to pull in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3.
How do you mean? Oh, the unlock method?
So to get the true end of the story, which I have not gotten yet because the character hearts are dumb, you have to get friendships with some characters to level 3 or level 4. And unfortunately, I'm told it is an actual finite unlock process, but I have not been able to do it outside like 2 characters this entire time. So the thing that Moria uses his whole zombie army he's stocked up for Kaido for Whitebeard.
Like you really think
maybe shouldn't have squandered those resources, my guy.
Do you really think they would have been able to do anything to him? Do you really think it would not have been the actual equivalent of Dynasty Warriors for Whitebeard? What? To just launch a Musou and then throw them all into the ocean or something.
Let's see. Moria got ores. What ridiculous legendary character would he need to get the zombie of in order to have a remote chance against Kaido? The decaying corpse of Gold D. Roger. That would be so fucking... He is literally our walking allegory for Edo Tensei sometimes. Although not as insanely stupid or busted.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. He revived Ryuma, who, the zombie samurai who was dead, I think, for 300 years.
Yeah, that is true, and that's what led to the whole thing about the sword.
That is a beautifully preserved corpse, by the way.
It really is.
That it somehow didn't completely rot away in 300 years.
Something. If you get Giselle's blood to them when they're alive, they actually are better preserved.
That took me a second.
I want to make sure I got the right name there.
They kept those scenes in.
Yeah, I mean, they did.
I mean, for what they're going for, I guess that's to be expected.
Well, in that regard, now we're going down the, quote, good path. But how the hell is Blackbeard going to get the
it's
Quake
okay.
fruit now?
No, he doesn't need the Quake fruit. He has an alternative. And it's not as good, but, well, you know what they say about Plan Bs.
Yeah, true. Plan B's, what is he, fucking Slade from Teen Titans? Jesus. Alright, also a giant... this is one thing that does suck about this level 2. The fact that there are so many bases you gotta take over once the other factions start running around. God fucking damn it, I gotta go back up north now and take over those bases. Ugh.
To be honest, I think it would actually be really fun if he did the same thing I did, which was just ignore Akainu in his entirety, because he really is not a factor in this stage anymore. It still comes down to just beat Blackbeard and Moria's ass.
See, while I do fully agree with that, it's also funny bullying him.
I mean, that's true, but it feels like that would take up more unnecessary time.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm going to go after whichever one of those groupers is currently fighting the main crew over there.
I believe that's Oh, no, that's Moria.
Okay.
I was going to say, I believe Blackbeard is looking for someone now that his plan A didn't go through. And you'll notice someone else is no longer present.
Ace?
No, someone from their side is no longer present. If you even remember, they were there to begin with.
Enaru.
Yes. It's a bit of a haze.
This game is a little bit goofy with it sometimes, yeah.
They don't utilize him really at all.
Yeah, which is funny because this game literally opens on Skype, and I honestly interpret that as the fucking apology letter for him not being. Oh, there he is.
To stop the persuasion, Enaru appeared at Garp. Okay, I guess Enaru is here, and you do need to kick his ass. Never mind. Oh. And that looks like he's trying to go somewhere, so I would actually try to focus on that.
Yeah, I got him. We will definitely be in S rank level for KOs before long. I'll guarantee you that.
The stage is going by faster than I would have thought, so maybe that's actually possible this time.
Maybe. I'm definitely making sure to be proactive with my usage of Musou, that's for damn sure. Most games don't really utilize Enru well to begin with.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, Pirate Warriors 3 did pretty good with them. They actually did the entire Skypiea arc. Wait. Did Pirate Warriors 4 have a Skypiea in it?
No.
Not surprising.
He would have been in there if it was, and he is not.
That's correct. God damn it. Easiest DLC character of your life, boys. Like, fuck, would you pay $5 for him?
I mean, I would personally, but I'm still of... It's the same thing I sort of go back and forth with you on when it comes to fighting games, is that I think if you're going to make people pay for content outside of the launch price of a game, the content should be new content, not necessarily returning content.
What if it was not returning content, but better content, or improved from its last iteration?
No, I believe in the idea that you can make characters better than previous incarnations. I still sort of think that ultimately you should try to be selling someone something new rather than something they, in another form or another, already own or owned.
Yeah.
That's why I think, for example, the Wano pack from Season Pass 2 is a scam because you only get one new actual character from it instead of 3. You only get...
Wait, shit, really? I mean, you get Odin, right?
There are 2 Wano packs. The end of Season Pass 1 and the beginning of Season Pass 2. Pass 2 has Gear 5th Luffy, which is just a transformation on top of his normal moveset.
Yeah.
And Hybrid form Kaido, which is just another form of Kaido, and his default moveset doesn't change. And you get Yamato. So effectively, you get 1 and 1/3,
maybe?
You get 1.3 characters out of 3 characters.
Yeah.
For Pass 2, you have a reversion of Shanks with a better moveset. You get Kobe, and you get, what's her name? Uta.
Yeah.
So you get 2.2 of a character with Pack 2. And you get 3 mostly original characters with Pack 3, which was Prime Garp, Roger, and Rayleigh. So that's the only one that really feels like it actually justifies its price.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see.
And when it comes to Season Pass 1, every single character was new. So even if you think $30 is a lot for 9 characters in a Musou game,
it can be.
It was still actually worth it because it was 9 entirely unique and original movesets.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And Prime Guard plays completely different from Old Guard. I really need to try those. I haven't gotten the chance on them because the upgrade materials for the Past 2 characters is really scarce compared to the Past 1 characters.
Oh, fuck. Where is he?
Directly northeast.
I got him, yeah. So it's funny we're talking about DLC for Fate. Just spoil it right there, boss. We're Tecmo Koei games because Fate also just got announced. I don't know the name of it because it debuted from what's on the Japanese channel, but Fate Samurai Remnant is also getting another bit of DLC. And let me tell you, I did buy the Yagyu Chronicles one for Samurai Remnant, and I'm just like, this is fun, but it doesn't feel like it was $15 worth of fun yet.
That's why you gotta buy the season pass. They justify you spending $40 by saying you didn't spend $50 to buy all 4 of them individually.
See, it's funny when I was doing the math there. I thought we were only getting the fucking 2 of them, So I was just like, why is the season pass $40 when each one of these two is $15 presently? Fuck it, I'll buy each individually with paychecks. Nah, that was a bad idea, Bob, I suppose. Okay, well, fuck me. Okay.
And also, you apparently didn't start with the Gilgamesh tournament.
No, because I want to see where the Yagu story was going, because it seemed interesting. I mean, playing Gilgamesh does seem fun, don't get me wrong, but I also wanted to... The story for Samurai Redman's been really good, so I was very curious where the fuck that was going.
I can't believe it will have been a year soon.
Since what, the game came out?
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. All right,
capture territory and find the hidden Moria. If he's not here, that means he's on the very bottom left.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, Kizaru's now on our team. Yeah, good to have you back, buddy. Asshole.
Kizaru was the reasonable one, so he was always sort of there.
I mean, he started as an enemy on the stage, so, you know. I'll just do it again. I don't care.
But he can be reasoned with.
He does seem to have a conscience.
More or less. The season pass also comes with an art book. See, that's the shit I actually hate from the modern digital season passes and collector's editions of games. Is, yeah, we'll give you a soundtrack, by which we mean 10 of the 40 to 60 songs that actually come in a game. And we'll give you these pictures that you can't look at in any format, any other format, can't hold, can't do anything with.
Yep.
And theoretically can no longer export from the PS5 because it no longer has a shared Twitter feature.
Yeah. Well, you can still offboard them to a USB drive and then get them that way, but I see what you mean.
Yeah,
it's a lot more of a roundabout method, yeah.
It's a pain in the ass, and it's like, if I'm going to do something for an art book, believe me, you know I will go in on art books. I'll just either buy the book, or I'll just buy the physical version of that game and get the actual book with that. I have the collector's editions, the treasure box editions, when they used to be called that, for Pirate Warriors 1 and 2, and I would have bought that for 3, but 3 never got one, even in Japan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they didn't do that for 4 either.
Also, let's not really pretend we don't blame Sony for no longer wanting to partner with Twitter, because, yeah.
No, it's not their fault, and it came out after the fact that, oh no, to actually... The monthly running cost of being hooked into Twitter's API is something like, depending on the size of your platform, somewhere between 40 grand and 400 grand per month.
Yeah, and also what the fuck is left of it, given how much Elon Musk has been chewing on the wires over there. Good lord. What did he break this time? Yeah, no. Honestly, it's probably a net positive to pull out from there.
Oh, we know what the most recent thing he broke was. They made a change to the For You tab, which is, hey, we're going to randomly subscribe you to 200 different tags, and those are going to all show up, even if they're things you've never looked at, seen, or heard of before. So you have to manually go into, like, the 4th row of nested settings in your privacy content menu to uncheck all of them, and it takes 5 minutes to do that. And after you get through a third of it, it says Twitter is currently overloaded. Come back later.
And also, like 8 times out of 10, the recommended ones they give you for you are some random neo-Nazi accounts also. So, you know, it's fun stuff.
Oh, no, it's not accounts. It's subject matter. You might be interested in this type of thing.
I don't think we would be. Not his recommendations.
I can actually check, because I had to spend an hour and a half last week undoing it.
Jesus. Oh, is this Morio's actual intro? I don't think we've seen this yet.
Yep.
Funny that. Oh, yeah. So one other core memory I'm going to share with you guys before we conclude this stage. One thing I remember while we were going through the stage a couple days ago, it's stupid, but with this stage is while I was playing while also listening to Psycho Stick's albums for the first time in order to just have something going in the background while slogging through this shit. And yeah, Psycho Stick has some pretty good albums. You guys should just give them a listen if you haven't yet. Really fun parody band. Not really parody straight up, but very funny band. I just got reminded about that earlier. I'm just like, yes, the sandwich song. I miss this shit.
The new thing in Twitter is not only that For You thing, but also people can no longer see your likes.
That one, yeah. That was so fucking funny. Because the battle against the bots is going so fucking badly that the only way No.
This is because of a specific instance. Someone was looking through his likes recently, and called him out for liking. I was gonna say at first pictures of Marin Kitagawa, and is like, no, that would have been based. It was actually pictures of Misa Amane from Death Note.
There was that, and like there was one that looked like it was small cock shaming porn, but I don't know how real those are because people have been disputing them.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially not in a format where those are already public by default.
Yeah, I choose to headcanon it, but I know it's probably not real.
Meaning artists on Twitter gets less traction because people have to retweet them in order to get noticed more because they don't put other people's likes on your dashboard anymore.
Yeah, also...
Which people talk about that, but I haven't actually seen that in like 5 years, other people's likes on my dashboard.
Also, the porn is now allowed on Twitter again, so good luck with that one, guys.
People talk about that like it was banned. I've never seen it banned ever. I see and follow doujin and hentai artists, and I've never seen that get banned, and I still every so often see pictures of porn stars come across Twitter, so I don't know what people are talking about when they say it was banned.
So more so like heavily pushed down, but it looks like that's no longer quite a thing. Oh, this is what happened. He turned the gun on himself, I guess.
It went wild. The Hogyoku no longer recognizes you as its master, Aizen.
Yeah. Something rather also the psychic powers from Akira turning on the kid, yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
The ultimate weapon, snail.
I said Akira. Did I say Ikea?
You said Ikea.
My slur is going well today, boys. It was I worked a 13-hour shift yesterday. Grade me on a curve here. That was fun. That's why there hasn't been any videos this week, by the way, because I was going to have some stuff published yesterday, but I was already behind in editing, so I spent Monday editing, and then I got called in for a long shift yesterday. Oof.
Yeah, the Slender work will do that. At least you found out in the morning, whereas when they did that to me most of the time, it's like, hey, we need you to work an extra 4 hours. We're telling you 25 minutes before you were about to go home. You. By the way, this is Law's first appearance in this story. Say hello.
No, he's been here.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
No, I guarantee you he hasn't.
No, he literally appeared before, and we were laughing at him because out of context, he said, "I'm not a good doctor." And you were laughing at that, but I mentioned that, well, he's killed, in the context, it's because he killed people before, because he's a pirate. No, he's been here. Just not very often, or maybe he debuted after this story specifically, like going into the other ending. That could be it. Man,
this is his first active spot in the story.
Man, Koei Tecmo had changed to just be fun and call the mind control thing Venus like an ancient weapon. Well, I don't think we could do that because then that would unfortunately have to fill. Oh, look, he also wants to find the One Piece. Because then that might get construed to be brought into the canon, and then we might have another One Piece 13 or 14 intro situation.
See, now the funny thing is, this actually wouldn't be their first time doing that in the space of just games. We have things like Patrick Redfield was a former vice admiral, or things like, what was it? In one of the early games, oh no, the PlayStation 1 game / the WonderSwan game, Ocean's Dream / Dragon's Dream, that was the one where you were where that kid was manipulating memories with
Here you go.
the Seahorse flute, and they turned that into a filler arc.